everyone, welcome back to Royalty Soaps. About a year ago, Starbucks released a drink called the Unicorn Frappuccino, and it took pop culture by storm. And now, like 2 or 3 days ago, they have released another fabulous creation, the Crystal Ball Frappuccino. And this is supposed to be really cool because it has sprinkles on top, and even your barista doesn't know what color they're gonna be. And they could be 3 colors. It could be like green, blue, or purple, and each one means something special. Blue means adventure, purple means magic, and green means luck. And this is supposed to taste like peaches. That is the claim. So I thought, if I made one for the Unicorn Frappuccino, I have to make one for the Crystal Ball Frappuccino. And I actually have the Frappuccino right here. I went based on pictures when it came to design and stuff. Like, I haven't actually tasted it and I hadn't actually seen it, but now I'm filming the intro and the outro after I've already made the soap, and I got pretty darn close to how this actually looks. Let's see if it tastes good though. Oh, woo! There is a lot of sugar in that. That might be a no from me. Hey Caleb, come here. You want to try the Crystal Ball Frappuccino?
Oh. Oh no. That's like the leftover juice from the Dole Cup.
Oh yeah, from like what you had when you were a little kid, when they had like canned peaches and stuff. So like the high fructose corn syrup that's like been marinated in peach. That's what it tastes like. So if you'd like to see my soapy interpretation of the Crystal Ball Frappuccino, keep on watching and let's get soap making. In this bucket, I have all of my oils: olive oil, palm oil, coconut oil, sweet almond oil, and castor oil, and they are at room temperature. And then in this container, I have my lye water solution. I've had a few people recently ask where I get my lye from, and I get it from Amazon. I'll leave you guys a link below. I'm gonna pour the cooled lye water, it is also at room temperature, down my stick blender. And by the way, this plastic bucket that's holding everything is just from Target. And now I'm going to blend on high until everything is emulsified and the soap has the consistency of a thin pudding. Everything is emulsified, so I'm going to place my stick blender off to the side, and I'm going to pour a little bit of the soap off into this smaller bucket. This smaller bucket is going to hold the green accent color, just like they have in the Starbucks Frappuccinos. For colorant, I'm going to be using some green Vibrance Mica from Nurture Soap, but the green in all the pictures that I've seen is, well, it's just a little more blue toned. So to get it to go a little more blue, I'm going to be using some hydrated chrome green. This is from Brambleberry. I'm just going to sprinkle about that much in there. And into the large container, I'm going to add some titanium dioxide mixed with water. Starting with the lightest color, we're going to blend all of the colorants in. The fragrance oil I am using today is a blend of peach and cream and a little bit of sugar, a little bit sort of like of a baked good smell, because the Frappuccino is supposed to have like a peach infusion flavor. So I tried to pick a coordinating fragrance oil blend. I'm pouring a good bit of the cream in first because the lines and the swirls of the green look pretty linear, so I don't want to mess them up by adding the white in on top of it. And the fragrance is so peachy and delicious, and it's really strong. Come down here for the third one. So over here, we're gonna start just by pouring it in. Do a couple of passes, forward and backward. Make sure it's good and blended. Gonna start like this. Gonna go in a little circle maybe. Up and down. And then for this last one, we're gonna add a whole bunch of green. I'm gonna scrapey scrapey, my big container, and all the rest of the white that's in it, I'm also gonna put in this far container. Mold over here. And after all the soap batter is in the molds, it's gonna look a little something like this. Whoa, what is that? I decided for the special, the super special, I should say, Crystal Ball soap, I should put a little bit of green melt and pour on top, because the last soap making video that I added green melt and pour to the top of, you guys really loved those bars, so I thought let's go ahead and incorporate some melt and pour into the cold process again. I'm going to mix up my soap frosting to put on top as the whipped cream, and then we'll put on the sprinkles and the glittery goodness. My piping is still a little runny, but it's also a little warmer than usual, so I'm gonna go ahead and start putting some on the bars. I think it looks more like whipped cream if you do it to the side. Normally I go up and down. You know, like when you squeeze Ready Whip, it kind of has this texture instead. The piping bag, the piping coupler, and the piping tip I am using are from the Royalty Soaps piping set, available at nurturesoap.com. I recommend my piping set for people who have a little bit of experience with cold process soap making. It is a slightly more advanced technique. After this first line of piping is done, I'm going to come to the complete opposite side, and then we'll fill in the middle after that. And as far as piping this middle part, it doesn't really matter how you pipe it. I'm just going to pipe straight up and down, because once the soap bar is cut, you're not going to see any of this. I've had a lot of people ask me recently how big my soap bars actually are, like how much do they weigh. Most of them are between 7 and 8 ounces, which is almost half a pound of soap in one bar. A lot of people tell me that they like to chop the bar in half, actually, so they can use 1/2 for their sink and 1/2 for their shower. Alright, so now it's time to do the second layer. This is going to be a little bit smaller. I'm going to pull it in a little bit more, that way you can see the piping on the bottom. I might just do one big one. I think I like that better. But I gotta fill in this side first. Yeah, this big one. I think that's the way I'm gonna do it on the next one. We'll just come back and forth. And finally, I'm going to put one small dollop on the top of every bar. This is to help me know where I'm going to make the cuts, but it also kind of adds that authentic whipped cream flavor with the last little dollop on the top. All of the soap frosting is now on the top, and it totally looks like whipped cream. I am freaking out. So the next thing we're going to put on is this awesome silver airbrush glitter. This is from the fizzfairy.ca, and we're just gonna spritz the top with it, because you guys know I'm not making a soap without glitter on it. I'm also going to add some of this fine silver rainbow eco glitter. It is holographic biodegradable glitter from Bramble. Just shake some of that on there. And I'm also going to add some little green straws that Caleb cut for me really short. We don't need a straw that is like full size, since people aren't actually going to drink this, but just for added effect, just gonna pop these in right on the side so it looks like it has a little green Starbucks straw sticking out of it. If you want to know where I got the green straws, I got them from Amazon. And now for the moment you've all been waiting for. It is time to add the 3 different types of sprinkles. So what I'm going to do is, on this loaf, I'm going to add the purple one. On the 2 that are off camera, I'm going to add the blue and the green. I will show you guys that. They're just not on camera right now. And then on this final one, the one with the melt and pour, I'm going to put all 3 on there. So those are the super lucky winners. So here's my purple faux sprinkles. They're not actually sprinkles. They're actually just salts that I have covered in a little bit of purple colorant. I'm gonna take my little scooper here, just kind of sprinkle it on. Oh my gosh, it looks so accurate. That's really like the most perfect color. And I am sprinkling quite a bit on there, because like I said, I have to think about how these individual bars will look once they're cut, and I want to make sure that each one has a good bit of the sprinkles on them. Yes! Okay, so let's do the blue and the green. I'm using green Vibrance mica for the green on top. Sprinkle it all around. And oh my gosh, these bars make me so happy. And now for the blue, all the way down the soap here. This reminds me of my very first Starbucks drink. The, let's see, what's it called? I don't go to Starbucks very often. I think it's the strawberries and cream Frappuccino, and I was so happy that I got to have it because all my friends were drinking Starbucks and I didn't like coffee. I still don't like coffee, by the way. I know. No hate, please. No hate. And I was like, whoa, this is great. It's pretty much a glorified milkshake. And we've come back over here to the super special soap with all of the colors of the sprinkles. I know that this drink is supposed to like tell your fortune and stuff, but I want them to give me all the sprinkle colors on mine. More sprinkle choices equals better, am I right? And finally, for the crowning jewel, the purple. Oh yes, girl, this looks like a mermaid soap. One more healthy lashing of glitter, because why not? And the Crystal Ball Frappuccino soaps are complete. You got the purple, you got the blue, you got the green, and you got the special one with all the colors. I am going to wait about 24 hours before I chop up these bars, and then we will get to look at the inside. Here it is in all its glory. I'm pretty sure I nailed it. We are back 24 hours later to cut the bars, and I thought it would be fun to start with the interesting one, the one with all of the sprinkles on it. I'm going to press gently down with my 18 bar cutter. This is also from Nurture Soap. And let's pull one right out of the middle. And this is what it looks like on the inside. That looks so cool. I love the green melt and pour that dipped on the inside. That makes it look really tasty. Ooh, look at this one. It looks frozen, like it was frozen rather, and now it's melting. Here's one of the end pieces. Look at all that swirl in there. And here's what the top looks like up close, so you can see it definitely has a whipped cream look going on. The question of today is sort of a fun one. It's, would you rather change your hair color or your eye color? If you'd like to vote, you can click the I in the upper right hand corner of the screen. Me personally, I would probably rather change my hair color because I've always thought that it looks like it's just the wrong shade of brown because of the color that I always tan. Like when I was a little kid, my hair and my tanned skin were exactly the same color, and then my eyeballs were like the only thing that was different. So I'd probably change my hair color, me personally. And now I'm going to slice into some of the bars with no glycerin on the inside. We'll compare the two very gently. So again, let's pull one out of the middle. Ooh, it's just little dots. You might wonder why this didn't go. Oh my gosh, look, it is the perfect, it looks exactly like a crab pincher. You might be wondering why these didn't swirl more, and it's because the white was pretty thick whenever I poured it. So if you wait for your soap batter to get thick before you pour it in, then it keeps all of the colors really separate, just like this. But the smell is really fantastic. It's super strong, definitely smells like peaches and whipped cream. Oh, here's one off of the end. That looks amazing. And all in all, I have to say I'm pretty pleased with the Crystal Ball Frappuccino soaps. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and if you'd like, click the notification bell so that the soap fairy alerts you every time I upload a new video. These soaps are extremely limited in supply. I have 64 bars available, and I'm going to do a pre-order for these. So that means that when this video goes live, the pre-order is live on royaltysoaps.com. They have to have some time to cure on my shelves, so they will be shipping with the May release. Not in April, but in May. So if you plan on purchasing soaps from me for the April release on April 4th, that means that these bars are not going to be shipped with your order. I'm pretty pleased with myself. And I will say that all of this sugar really grows on you initially it's like a shock to your system, but as you continue to drink it, it's like, I can probably, you know, I can probably drink 100 grams of sugar. It won't be that hard. Once again, my big soap release for all of the soaps that I created in March will be going live on April 4th at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, but all the soaps that I made in today's video can be pre-ordered right now at royaltysoaps.com. And until Saturday, I hope you guys have an absolutely royal week, and bye for now. Meow.